Hey everybody. Gosh, happy Monday. I hope you guys are having a great day. I'm just going to spend a couple of minutes today going over a PowerPoint that I found in my very many files, which I probably have hundreds and hundreds of them. But it's a very interesting PowerPoint, and it talks about the myths of a virtual party. I think when virtual parties first came out, and I am very guilty of this myself, people thinking that a virtual party wasn't a real party. Well, lo and behold, we all know that's not true, because over 50% of our consultants are definitely virtual consultants and make a ton of money on virtual parties. One of our own consultants, Libby, last week, her very first virtual party, I think it was like $880. Yay, congratulations, great job, Libby. So there's a lot of things that are really important about a virtual party. So I'm gonna go right in and share my screen, and we're going to go right into this PowerPoint. Okay, so we're gonna share the screen and go over here, and here we go. So here is the Welcome to Virtual Parties 101, and we're going to talk about what is a virtual party. So this is basic. Let's start here. It's no, we're going to script all. This is how often. This talks about how often you run a virtual party. Quite frankly, I was talking to Mary today, and Mary was saying she books 4 parties at a time. And the reason she books 4 parties at a time is because 1 drops, 2 pop, and 1 flop. So out of your 4 parties, you might get 2 that are good to do. Now, so if you book 4, and the other thing too is you should be doing it, for example, you start in the first week of the month and you run it for 5 days, and then you skip the second week of the month, and then you run it in the third week of the month. If you do this, you've actually got 8 virtual shows a month, okay? So here's aha moment number 1. What is a virtual party? It's a virtual party is described as it's held entirely on Facebook, and whether or not you prefer to use groups or you prefer to use events, I've gone back to using groups, because with the groups, hang on, it's coffee time. With the groups, I can post it to post my party, and quite frankly, I just do not have the time in my life to post manually, and you can't schedule to events any longer. So that's aha moment number 1. It's held entirely online. Okay, here, let's do some myth busters. Virtual parties aren't real. We just talked about that. We all know that they are. Okay, they are definitely real. They operate similar to the in-person parties. They're just virtual. They require a real Pampered Chef consultant. They require a host, and they require guests. So it's really and truly no different than just a regular live cooking show, except you're doing it at home in your PJs. You can do virtual parties or in parties, but you can't do both. No, hello. You can do both. You can do in person and you can do virtual. Offering both types, obviously, it broadens what you can do. It broadens your host and your customer base. It's nice to get outside of your circle of friends in a local area. It's nice to go out and meet people. But then again, a lot of our consultants are now virtual, so they have to meet people all over the country. It's super cool. We have people, I think, in something like 42 states. It also opens up the more opportunities for recruiting, instead of just that small circle of friends that you might have that live in your small town. They're less work than in-person parties. Well, that's a matter of opinion. You know what my minister says about opinions? They're like belly buttons. Everybody has one. They're not necessarily less work. They're a different type of work, especially up front. Virtual parties require a time commitment to get your first party started. Participating in the party is required. You just can't let the auto post and do it, guys. It's not going to work that way. You need to be present at all times. You need to go live, and this actually was done before the live is become so important. So please remember to go live. Okay, they don't require host coaching, but I don't think so. They do require host coaching, just like everything else. They even more host coaching, and I've sent you, each of you, the file about host coaching and how to send a note every single day to your host for what they should be doing on their parties. Because you never meet your host, it's actually more important to host coach them. It's your chance to break the virtual barrier and get to know her better. It helps you establish expectations before the party begins of what's expected from your hostess. If she thinks she's just going to sit back and say, oh, okay, I invited people, I'm done. Your party's not going anywhere, guys. You can't make money in a virtual party. Well, guess what? That is so not true. Y'all know Mary, and Mary has made a fortune in virtual parties. You certainly can. Plenty of consultants are building their business with just virtual parties. You invest your time in the host coaching, creating a great party, building relationships. That's what's going to make you successful. It's just similar to in-person parties. You get out of it what you put into it. You know that they say host coaching is where you earn your paycheck. The party is where you pick it up. It's no different with a virtual party. Recipe for a great virtual party: build a relationship. You want to create your systems, and you definitely want to personalize your party, especially where Facebook is today. You make sure if you are copying and pasting any of my postings, that you are making them yours. Don't say that you're a grandmother and a great grandmother. You can say that you're a mother of 3 and you're staying home. You can say that you're retired and you're just beginning to do Facebook parties and you're super excited about it, but make sure you make it your own. Change the pictures up. That's really important too. Okay. Aha moment number 2. Host coaching is the secret success of your virtual parties, just like your in-home parties. Host coaching is everything. Have I said that before? Host coaching is the very key element. I mean, it's like making cookies and not putting baking powder and baking soda or eggs or butter. You know, of course, I often do that, but we won't even go there. Not good. Okay. Contact the host before the party starts. Understanding what your host wants from a party and set expectations. What is she looking for? Is she looking for $100 free? Is she looking for $200 free? If you know what she's looking for, just like in her own in-house party, that's what you can go ahead and work for with her. Help her determine how many people to invite. Now that gets a little tricky today. They might want to invite 25 at a time, not 150 all at one time. And check in with your host regularly throughout the party. Ask them how things are going. You can pick up the telephone. The telephone is our friend. I haven't said that before. And you can message them or text them. Okay, aha moment number 3. You can and should get to know your guests that are online. You should be personally messaging every person that responds to a post and a comment. You need to comment, not a happy face. You need to respond to them. Reply to the guests throughout the party and keep the conversations going. Use themes and personal stories to help guests stay more connected and engaged. It's all about building a relationship. It's all about getting to know one another. Aha moment number 4. Build systems to be efficient, but you can stay flexible. What that means is follow a process for coaching your hosts so that you make sure they stay on task. Build a system for creating and updating your party outlines. For example, if you've got a party outline and it's June and you're still using the May host special, well, that doesn't make any sense, does it? So you want each one to be individual. You want each party, especially if Sally has booked a party for me and then Joanne booked a party from Sally. If you do the exact same party, people are going to be bored. So you want to kind of change it up just a little bit. And you can always collaborate with us. We can work together for new pitches and for new ideas and new games. Okay, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Aha moment number 5. Find a party length that works for you and your hostess. You know, when I first started doing virtual parties, they were 10 days long. Oh, praise the good Lord up in heaven, they're not anymore. Now I start on Sunday. That's the pre-party post. The party starts on Monday. It closes. It's done on Friday. It closes on Saturday. Boom, 1 week, it's done. Love it. Okay. Short parties, pros, they're easy to manage. They're easy to manage, and guests will not get tired about receiving. Longer parties, quite frankly, I do not recommend a long party. Now, multi-day, yes, 5 days. I've never done a one-day party, so I cannot attest to that. I'm going with 5 days. Okay, aha moment number 6. Your party outline is the foundation of your virtual party. Invest time in building it. Whether you use Evernote, whether you use a Word document, whether you use Post My Party. Some people use SyncShare. I used to use SyncShare. I'm in Post My Party now. They're both terrific. They're $9.95 a month. And when you go on to Post My Party, I can share templates with you that you can use as long as you change them up. $9.95 a month is a bloody cup of coffee at Starbucks. That's all it is. Now this is a good one. Pre-party. Get the guests excited and informed about the party. Set expectations. This party is going to run for 5 days. I'm going to be playing games. I'm going to be sending recipes. I'm going to be giving some information. I always do a welcome video. Hi, this is Kathy with, I'm so excited to meet you, blah, 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 blah. And maybe a 2 to 3 minutes long. It's not life story. It's not, you don't want to vomit per Pampered Chef. You want to just get them excited. You want to get to meet them. And you want to go live more than just once. During the party, tell a story. Keep your guests engaged. Post products, tips, recipes, and games. I know a lot of the templates that people have used at the end of the evening, they do a game. Quite frankly, I'm not doing a game at the end of the night. I'm sorry, but I'm done at 9 o'clock at night on Facebook. That is my time. I'm done. I'm not answering party. I'm not trying to figure out how many beans there are in the manual food processor. I'm done. So I end the evening with a really fun recipe. That's just my opinion. Again, you know what they say about opinions. If you want to be on the computer until 11 o'clock at night, that's fine. But remember something. It's important for you to be duplicatable if you want to recruit. And recruiting is where the heart of our business is. So if you're on the computer till 11 or 12 o'clock at night because you're answering games, someone's going to say, I don't want to do that. We want to make it easy. Share a live demo. You know the easiest demo in the world? A potato demo. You can take a food chopper, you can take a manual food processor and a simple slicer and slice up and chop and cut a potato. Easy. Again, I'm all about easy, guys. You know that. The easier, the better. Tie up the post party. Tie up any loose ends in the party. Make sure you put your thank you whenever somebody purchases. Thank every single one of them. Okay. And then reach out to the purchases. Oh my gosh, thanks so much for your order. Please let me know if there's anything else I can add to your order. Please let me know if you'd like any recipes. If they order the Rock Crock, I make sure that I send them, I email them the Rock Crock recipes. All of those recipes are in our files on PC Honeybees, so they're certainly there, okay? Aha, number 7, your virtual parties are going to be as unique as you are. Don't make them me, don't make them Sally Smith, make them you, okay? Customize your party outline, use your own photos, create your own videos, and don't be afraid to go live. So, simple review. Pampered Chef defines a virtual party as an experience that's held on Facebook. Host coaching is the secret sauce. You can and should get to know your guests. Build systems to be efficient, but stay flexible. Find a party link that works for you. Your party outline is the foundation of your virtual party. Invest time in building it. And your virtual parties are as unique as you are. So what is the one thing that you promise to try and get your feet wet with our virtual parties? So this is, again, this, I'm not sure if any of this, actually they still have this because this is an older one. So I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop sharing now, come back to over here. I hope that helped you guys. Again, it was just a simple aha moment for me this morning or yesterday when I was going through my outlines and my PowerPoints because I'm trying to, you know, just get to know everybody. We've got quite a few new consultants, which is super exciting. I'm so excited to have you on board. And I just want to share any information that I can. And sometimes this is the best and easiest way to do it. So I'm going to stop now. I'm going to record this and put it on PC Honeybees. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for checking it out. And good luck with your virtual parties.